You know what time it is. It is Tuesday. It is 105-ish. And it is Rated Raw Review. And for the first time in 2026, I think that Raw actually was a very good show with a lot of noteworthy things, such as AJ Styles putting his career on the line at the Royal Rumble against the Ring General Gunther. You got Adam Pearce being a pain in the Vision's behinds. You got Finn Balor getting his OG thing back. I hope everybody catch your breath as he had a absolute banger with CM Punk in his home island of Ireland. But most importantly, for the first time in 2026, you see this beautiful face. The return of Romeo.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let's do this, SP3. Under an hour. Let's do this.
This is Rated Raw Review. Let's hit the intro. Hello. It is me, your True Heel Phenom SP3, and we are live on the True Heel Heat YouTube and Facebook for Rated Raw Review number 103, Career on the Line, reviewing the January 19th, 2026 edition of Monday Night Raw from Belfast, Northern Ireland, as only we can. And to do that, like you heard at the top of the show, for the first time, we didn't even need a graphic this time for him, but he is back. He is back for the first time in 2026. Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon is here. How are you doing, Romeo? Long time no see.
What up? Long time no see. I'm doing all right. How's everyone else doing in the chat? Nice to see everybody again. Let's do this. Thank you, JJ, for always being here. You are entitled weeks off for all the hard work you do, and I'll be gladly step up if needed.
We appreciate you for that, and I have put out a goal for our super chats for today. If we get 10 super chats, I'm gonna force you to honor the JJ rule of once a month. We need 11 more appearances from Romeo throughout 2026. That is the goal.
Super chats going, pal.
if we hit 10 super chats today, it could be the $2, it could be $5, it could be however much you want. You missed out last week. We got $100 super chat donation from
Awesome.
Chuck Berry. So
Well's dry
hopefully
today.
hopefully Chuck Berry shows up today. But yes, that's in the super chat goal. If we hit 10 super chats, Romeo will honor the once a month Top Guy JJ rule for Rated Raw review, but only if we hit 10 super chats. But we appreciate y'all for joining us live. Appreciate y'all for watching us on demand. Remember to show your appreciation back the simplest way possible. Drop the thumbs up on the video. It goes a long way to help us out, help out other wrestling fans like yourself. See Rated Raw review every Tuesday here, breaking down Monday Night Raw. And of course, you can share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. And of course, you can sound off in the comment section if you're watching us on demand. If you're with us live, sound off in the live chat. We love to interact with all of you. Hear your thoughts on last night's Monday Night Raw from Belfast, Northern Ireland, as only you can. And of course, if you're feeling generous, you want to give back to what we do here, you want to show your support to True Hill Heat YouTube channel and Rated Raw review, you could do so with a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. It goes back to the contributors that you see on screen with us here, and we always appreciate the support. Once again, if we hit 10 super chats, Romeo will be forced to show up more often. Zach,
don't be forced.
Zach says, Zach Minger saying National Coffee Break Day, SP3 and Romeo. Do you take coffee breaks, Romeo?
I got it right now. So good to go for an hour.
There you go. We got Jordan who says, cheers, dudes. Thanks for the coverage. Hashtag wrestling people with the heart emoji. We got Sajo in the chat representing the Bronx saying sup, everyone. We got Chuck Berry's. There he is. He says, what's good, THH fam? Well. If it isn't Romeo Ross gracing us with his presence today.
Feel free to grace that $100 super chat right back. A special occasion
for the special edition of Rated Raw review with Romeo. We got Chillin' with Chase in the chat. He says Unreal season 2 hilariously good and bad, 6.5 out of 10.
No spoilers. I'll watch that today.
Have you watched any of it?
No.
Or you just
I didn't even know they aired like the commercials for it so many times, but I never remembered when it was actually coming out. So, yeah, I didn't know it came out today, so I'll watch that.
We got Jordan in the chat, shouting out a few people in the chat with us. He says, also great intro, the one and only Romeo. That is courtesy of Romeo. Thank you to Romeo for that.
Need some updating, I know.
It's okay. It's okay. We got to get rid of Seth. Chillin' with Chase says, Romeo returned before Roman Reigns. There you go.
He's coming pretty soon.
Yeah, for Royal Rumble, he'll be here. He'll be
one of those guys. There's a surprise for you guys. Oh, you got one! Yay! Can't announce everybody.
But yes, before we get into Monday Night Raw, this is your first time being on the channel of 2026, we got to ask you the very most important question. Because outside of your LSU love, like you see in your background there, you are an avid New York Knicks fan. Oh. How have you thought about the Knicks since the NBA Cup?
It was all take me back to those greater times. What is this garbage I'm watching now? Absolute trash. Everybody gets an open three. You get an open three. You get an open three. You get an open three. Me and you can hit some threes out there on the other team. Just standing alone.
Dude. I literally said that to my nephew when I went to when I told you guys I went to the Knicks game before I left New York with my nephew against the Orlando Magic. I looked at him at one point. I was like, we could probably score on the Knicks.
Yes. No defense. This is Mike Brown. Here we go. Tibbs, we miss you. We miss you, Tibbs. Typical vintage Mike Brown team.
Like in a perfect world, you would have kept Tibbs and got Mike Brown as the assistant coach. Right. So you had like an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator.
Oh, that's it. That's the dream team. Awful.
I don't understand why more people don't do that, because that's what the Lakers did in 2020 when they got Jason Kidd as assistant coach with what was his name? I forget the guy's name who was a coach.
It's a great idea, but
yeah.
Tibbs would get catch a stroke seeing how many people play in the rotation. That'd bother the hell out of him.
True.
You played how many guys?
We got a super chat donation to start us off. See, Chuck Berries, we can always count on you. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support. He says, I'm going to start this super chat train off because Romeo needs to show the hell up at least once a month. LOL.
We're never going to get there. It's all right. But thank you. Thank you for, we didn't want to get shut out, but thank you.
People love you, man. People appreciate your insight, your opinions on wrestling.
I highly doubt that.
I'm saying that. That should mean something. I'm saying it. So
you enjoy them.
Hey, it's not just me saying it. Sports Illustrated is saying it. Bleacher Report. Yes, Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel was the head coach for the Lakers in 2020. Yes. Yep. I was asked this question on In the Weeds earlier. Do you think that the Knicks should trade Karl Anthony Towns?
If you tell me Giannis is in the return, absolutely. You got to tell me a name though. You know, that's
fair.
That's yes.
He's like, that's 100%. A definite
100%, because that guy will play defense.
He can play the defense for the entire team basically. So
him and Mitchell Robinson, woof, let's go.
See, I feel like this is all karma for the Knicks not raising the banner. I told y'all to raise the banner. I told you to raise the banner, man. You haven't seen a banner raised since the 1990s.
They would have got clowned if they raised that. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it.
No. Multiple people have raised the banner. The Lakers, the Milwaukee Bucks.
But those guys have won a championship when they've done that. You know?
Yeah.
It's a big difference. Whereas, somebody winning the cup before a championship, they're gonna make fun of you.
Nah, yeah. I don't think so. Annika says, "Oh, hey, Romeo." We got Davion who's confused. He says, "Romeo is here. Am I watching the right stream?"
No, this is from a year ago.
Chuck Berry says, I do think that the Knicks definitely need to get Giannis since he wants to be a Knick after all. That is true.
Yep. I'm fine. I approve.
Approve this statement. All right. Let's get into yesterday's Monday Night Raw, which took place from Belfast, Northern Ireland. I think this was the best crowd so far of 2026 for Monday Night Raw. What did you think about the crowd?
A+. They deserve a PLE.
They won't get it, but they deserve it.
Yes. They should get at least a yearly show, something.
Yeah, I agree. They were sold out.
Finn Balor can matter at least once a year. Finn Balor night. We'll call it Finn Balor night every time they go there.
It's called Balor Country. It's a yearly event called Balor Country.
I love it.
We get Michael Cole announcing that it's a sold out crowd in Belfast on the show. And it is the first ever WWE live broadcast from Belfast, Ireland as well. So history being made on Raw this week.
Okay.
We see CM Punk, Finn Balor, Maxine Dupree and Alpha Academy, El Grande Americano and the Los Americanos, and Penta, Dragon Lee, and Rey Mysterio all showing up at the arena. Of course, Balor got the biggest pop. We even get a big fireworks display for Monday Night Raw this week. Are they only going to do this for the international ones? Or you think they're going to start doing pyro at the start of every show now?
I think everyone.
I hope so. I hope you're right. And we kick off the broadcast with the ring general, Gunther.
Yeah.
Gunther, they show a replay of Gunther tapping out on purpose last week to escape AJ Styles' submission and ultimately getting the win due to the low blow and a power bomb. Cole then admitted that it was a brilliant move by Gunther last week. Gunther entered and he gets a chorus of boos from Belfast. As soon as his music ends, we hear "You tapped out" chants. He was in a good mood though, as usual lately, and he told the fans to calm down, calm down. Gunther says that Styles made a mistake last week by being singularly focused on trying to make him tap out because he was in the ring with the greatest wrestler in this company, the greatest intercontinental champion ever, and a two-time world heavyweight champion. The man who retired Goldberg and the man who made John Cena tap out like a little bitch. His success would lead him straight back to the world title as Gunther officially declared himself for the 2026 Royal Rumble matchup. But then the music of AJ Styles hit. Out comes the man that Gunther defeated last week, and he gets a huge reaction from this crowd as well. Styles knew Gunther wanted to move on, but Styles didn't. Styles went on to challenge Gunther to a rematch at the Royal Rumble. Despite the challenge not being for that night, the crowd actually cheered when he said the Royal Rumble. That was rare. That's rare that the crowd is cheering for something happening at a PLE instead of right then and there. Gunther said that he would be winning the Royal Rumble, and he didn't plan on pulling double duty. So he said no. He walks away from Styles until Styles accuses him of being scared. Styles says that Gunther didn't beat him, he beat himself. Styles showed him mercy when he should have ripped his leg off and beat him with the bloody end. But remember, Gunther tapped out like a little bitch.
Got him.
Styles accused Gunther of being scared, and the crowd started chanting "little bitch, little bitch," also called Gunther a wanker. Gunther said that he proved he was the better and smarter wrestler. There was no incentive to do it again, so his answer was still no. The crowd kept chanting as Gunther was going to leave the ring, so he returned. The fans started calling him wanker again, but then Gunther had an idea. He would agree to a rematch only if Styles puts his career on the line. Gunther told him to think if that was the hill he was willing to die on, but he said that he'll let Styles think about it, and he wanted an answer by the end of tonight. I thought this was a good opening segment. I thought Gunther came across very well. I like to look at these type of like Raw episodes sometimes as like a new viewer, and immediately you knew Gunther is the big bad of the show. You knew that Styles was a brave babyface who basically got cheated out of the win last week and was looking for his rematch, and he was determined to get it. He kept telling Gunther, name it, name the stakes you want to put on it, name what the incentive is. And Gunther kind of going into his new persona of the career killer and wanting Styles to put his career on the line. I thought that was a smart move. And overall, I thought this whole segment to set up a career on the line matchup, it gave you a nice hook to keep watching the show. And it was also smart on WWE's part because I, like many other internet fans, remember that Fightful back in September of last year reported that AJ Styles' contract expires in February. So it sets up a matchup where you really don't know who's going to win on January 31st. What did you think?
Love the segment. I love Gunther as a heel. Right now he's killing it. He's such an asshole. Can we like reprimand maybe the referee from last week at least or something? Can Adam Pearce say something like, hello, we all saw him tap out. Hello. But nah, we'll just let it slide. AJ lost. It's his fault. Whatever. That part I don't like too much, but I did like them setting up him, goading him into putting his career on the line, setting up the storyline for the night. AJ thinking, I think they should have capitalized more on that. Through the night, maybe have like, I don't know, one of the guys have a conversation with him backstage. I don't know who off the top of my head would make the most sense to like talk to AJ about that and give him advice, but maybe even listen in on the phone call he has with his wife or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd have been cool, something like that. But yeah. As far
I
as
think
AJ,
maybe like Dragon Lee or even like a Finn Balor. You could have had AJ give Balor like some encouraging words for his matchup, and Balor's like, you had a great career. We go back a long way, but you should kick his ass or something like that. And then we can hear him talking to his wife, and we don't even hear what his wife is saying until she screams, "Kick his ass." We hear that over the phone. That's the only line we need from Wendy.
You could tell like a good story, just like not hearing the other end of the phone call and just watching what AJ says or his facial reactions. You could have fun with that with storytelling, but that's too much for these guys, obviously. So all we got was just it happened. I had a phone call with my wife, and here's what happened.
Yeah.
As far as AJ goes, I'm not ready for this to end that quickly already. Jeez, we barely had a little farewell tour and it's already over. I guess if you want to be out of here, I guess if you're serious about your words, contract's up. That's it. I don't know. I'd at least do a little extension, have a little more fun, But
yeah, I don't want it to end so quickly, but I also don't want Gunther to lose a month after beating Cena and retiring him.
I understand. But in a sense, I saw Gunther lose last week, pal. I saw it already. That's the storyline, the way it is, it should call for AJ winning this one. And then maybe doing a trilogy sometime down the line, the last one. But I don't know.
We shall see. We shall see. But this was a really good segment. I'm just interested to see what's gonna happen with this career on the line stipulation.
Too?
Yeah,
that don't sound right.
But wouldn't it be poetic him debuting in 2016 at the Royal Rumble and him ending his career 10 years later at 2026 Royal Rumble?
Sure, but he's so damn good. He deserves a WrestleMania send off at least.
I mean, they're doing a good job of building this up, because I was one guy that said, like, when this whole thing started, when Styles confronted Gunther after the first promo that he cut after beating Cena, I was like, they haven't positioned AJ high enough for him to feel like a guy that Gunther should be facing at WrestleMania. After you retire John Cena the way he did, I want the Gunther to face like a bigger star, like a Brock Lesnar, or go after the world title or WWE championship at WrestleMania. But they're doing a good job of building this storyline up where I can see Styles winning at the Royal Rumble and them having like a career versus career match at WrestleMania.
Ooh. I don't know. There's nothing else Gunther can really put on at stake. I don't know. Unless it just gets, unless at that point it just becomes like he does like some ruthless attack, like just brutal, puts him off TV for weeks, and then you come back with like a real like no DQ match or something like that, street fight, whatever, to close things out. But yeah, I do want this feud to continue because not only because it's been so good, and also I want AJ's career to continue a bit, and I want him to get a WrestleMania send off. He deserves that.
Yeah, and Gunther could easily be the best match that AJ's ever had at WrestleMania. With the list with the list of opponents he's had at WrestleMania, it is crazy that his best matches were against Shane McMahon and old Undertaker in a cinematic match.
You're not wrong, because he's faced some interesting talent names, but the matches haven't been all that great. So, but Gunther will give you one for sure.
Yeah. Jordan thinks that Gunther retiring AJ would be a great story. She says
it's not so soon.
Yeah. She says AJ retiring in Saudi seems weird. I mean, that is also true. Jeremy mentioned on In the Weeds, he thinks that maybe they do Gunther loses at the Rumble and then goes on to win the Royal Rumble.
I don't really need that.
You don't want to see Gunther win the Rumble?
I mean, sure, but I got my pick for the Rumble already.
You're still going with Sammy?
No, I actually think he wins Friday or Saturday. Excuse me. I'm going Roman. I think we're gonna get the battle of the Zebros, Roman and Punks. If they don't want to do Roman and Cody, it looks like.
Same. I think Roman needs to be in the WWE title match though, because the ideas that have been thrown out there of Cody and Drew again, and Cody, Drew, and Fatu just don't feel like WrestleMania.
Nope, it feels very rushed for me for Fatu. You need to do a better story building him up. Yeah, but I honestly my guy before Gunther would be Braun before Gunther, but I think Braun's facing Seth. I mean,
Same.
Seth will be back.
He's done this way too many times. He's done this twice before where he's come back in time for WrestleMania that you just assume he's going to do it again.
Right. Yes. And then he'll probably get hurt again, but hey, he made Mania.
He always wants to get that Mania paycheck. He's addicted to it.
It feels like Seth just comes back to get hurt, and it's a vicious cycle. It really is.
Davion saying Gunther is one of my favorite heels in all of wrestling. He is such a prick. He's really good on the mic. He's so underrated on the mic.
So good. He's so good. He's really mastering it. He's got the crowd in the palm of his hands. It's so good. They're eating it up.
Yeah. Done well. We'll talk more about the AJ Styles putting his career on the line because we would get a few more segments throughout the show. But we got to move on to the next segment, which was backstage. Natalya approached her protege, Maxine Dupree, as Maxine was warming up for her opening matchup as she challenged Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Dupree was thrilled to see Natalya. Natalya wanted to be in Maxine's corner against Becky Lynch. So Dupree was happy to hear it. And I was just like, don't you know she's going to turn on you?
Very suspicious. Why are you here?
Like, why are you here after all this time? Now you want to come and show up for her? Like, this is just too suspicious. This is no, anyone who's watched wrestling for more than a week could tell what was about to happen.
Red flag. But Maxine's inexperienced. Where was Otis and Tozawa to warn her?
Yep. Otis seen this before. He's seen this with Tucker.
That fucker. Yeah.
Then we get Becky Lynch making her entrance for the opening contest, our Women's Intercontinental Champion. She entered, and during the ad break, she cuts a promo on the Belfast crowd. She was happy to be back and she was reminded why she left in the first place. She says the weather and the food were awful, and it was fine for the locals, but she was rich and famous. Her stepfather was actually from there, but he was smart enough to move to Dublin. She knew they were going through hard time, so she offered to be their hero. Unlike Rory McIlroy, she wouldn't lose on the final hole. She was the greatest of all time, and everyone is saying it. America's saying it. Sports Illustrated is saying it. Bleacher Report is saying it. Becky was as good as always. She didn't get a lot of heat for this promo, as the crowd seemed like they still wanted to cheer for her, but we sets up our opening contest: Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree. Romeo, the 6th matchup between these two.
Definitely not the last. You heard it here first.
Becky Lynch has literally not faced anyone else in singles competition since August. She's only faced Maxine Dupree.
I'll tell you spread a title run.
This is insane. We get all 3 women are wearing similar gear in this, as you have Natalya at ringside wearing some red gear, you got Maxine wearing her all red gear, and you got Becky wearing some similar, like Scott Hall, like black and blood dripping red. Dupree had the edge early on. She has a nice little leg drop on Becky's back for a 2 count. They traded cradles after Dupree blocked a manhandle slam before Becky was able to apply the disarmor at one point, but Dupree was able to counter out of that and lock on the ankle lock. Still looks pretty bad. Lynch countered that into a roll up for 2. They battled on the ropes, and Becky hits a superplex and then followed up with a DDT for a 2 count. Lynch then removed the top turnbuckle cover as Maxine went for a schoolboy and got a 2 count. Dupree followed with a German suplex and then a flying crossbody, but Becky countered into a cover of her own for 2. Dupree then countered a manhandle slam and slowly, very slowly, went into the ankle lock. Lynch was able to kick Dupree towards the corner, but she was able to avoid the exposed turnbuckle. Becky charged at her and Dupree moved, so Becky bounced off the exposed turnbuckle herself. Then Dupree hits one of the worst spinning heel kicks I think I've ever seen, where she completely whiffed on the move, but Becky still sold it like she got hit. Maxine makes the cover, and then Natalya places Becky's foot on the bottom rope to break up the cover. Maxine is in disbelief. She's shocked at what her mentor just did to her. This leads to Dupree going back after Becky, but Becky was able to counter. She catches Maxine with the manhandle slam and gets the 1-2-3 to retain the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. This match went 11 and a half minutes. It was better than their last match. That's the best compliment I can give it. Very low bar. It barely passed over it. It's like when I said TNA Genesis was better than the AMC premiere. Right. Natalya, after the matchup, Becky celebrates, and then Natalya gets into the ring and she attacks Dupree. And she attacks Dupree over and over and over again. Kicks to the chest. She tells her that you never learned anything. You haven't learned anything yet. She then locks her in the sharpshooter. Dupree taps out before the referee breaks it up. They cut to Michael Cole for a minute reacting to all of this before cutting back to Natalya, who attacks Dupree again. Dupree barely sold this attack, even though Natalya kept beating her up over and over again. And the post-match didn't get a ton of heat. The fans only care like slightly about Maxine, and I think they care even less about Natalya at this point because she's been off of television, and they really did not tell this story properly because Natalya should have been in Maxine's corner for a lot of these matches, and they made it so obvious she was going to turn here when she finally was. So what did you think about the match and the post-match with Natalya turning heel, Romeo?
God. Matches, whatever. I'm tired of this. I'm not a Maxine fan, and the ending just tells me they're gonna do more Maxine. Like I wish they had it where Natalya came out on top on this and just just buried Maxine. It looked like a heel for it, and it helped Natalya. But that's not what's gonna happen. Maxine is gonna feud with her former friend. She's gonna overcome the odds. She's gonna beat her. I guess we're gonna call her mentor or whatever. And then she's gonna be primed for another rematch of this against Becky Lynch again. No, don't tell me that's the WrestleMania match. Do not tell me. Do not.
No. It's gotta be AJ Lee. It's gotta be AJ Lee. Yeah, please. Okay.
But I don't care for a mid-card Maxine feud on TV. That's not even for the title. I didn't care for it when it was for the title. So imagine when it's not. Becky's great,
it feels like they are invested in Maxine. I don't know why, but they seem to be invested.
She's a beautiful woman. I understand that, but not every beautiful woman needs to wrestle. Just my opinion.
Yeah. But it seems like this was a Becky Lynch idea. Like she was like, I'm gonna get over Maxine. And you could tell I seen this, like I watched the first episode of Unreal, but it focused on Becky Lynch, and she was very adamant that this is the last contract she's gonna sign. And she's thinking about, setting up for the future for WWE. So this feels like this was like a Becky Lynch project with Maxine Dupree that now is a Natalya project. And it's really to help Natalya get back on television, but I'm just not interested.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It just isn't. Maxine's not going to get over to the point that you think like maybe Liv did when Becky worked with Liv. I think Becky helped boost Liv Morgan a ton. I don't see it working this way. I don't. Yeah. It'll be forced.
Speaking of your Rumble prediction, we have chilling with Chase, who says Reigns is the favorite to win the Rumble per Bet Online at plus 100. Interesting enough, Cody still not on the betting odds. I think WWE is dumb enough to give Cody a third win in the Rumble.
Roman needs another because Roman only has one, right?
Yeah, and it's probably the worst Royal Rumble ever.
Yeah, Roman's got to get his stat pad right here, man. He's got to get a second.
I feel you. We got another super chat donation from our boy Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support. He says, not that it would have made a huge difference, but I would have rather had Natalya presented as Natty Neidhart. Natalya is old news. What the hell? I will say this. I've enjoyed Natty Neidhart in Bloodsport and GCW and saw the clips of her in NWA. I'm letting y'all know the low-key legend Natty Neidhart will not be the same Natty Neidhart under WWE restrictions. So be careful what you wish for, because they might ruin whatever you like about Natty Neidhart if it's under WWE umbrella.
Well, they got to tell her who's going over. They tell her Maxine. Okay, I'll be Natalya.
That's probably,
I'm going over. I'll be Natty Neidhart.
That's probably what she did.
Yeah. Think about it. You know, protect probably your Natty Neidhart. Who everywhere else you get treated with respect, and here you're just here to put someone over. So, all right, I'm Natalya.
I'm gonna be Natalya right now, so don't worry.
I don't hate it. You know, I don't hate it. Yeah, I agree with it. I see why it makes sense to her.
Yeah. I wouldn't want WWE touching the good thing that I have right now.
I want something for myself, you know?
Yeah.
Something that's for me.
And this is probably the what she signed. She re-signed, what was it, 2024 Natty? So she's probably thinking this is the last contract I'm gonna get from WWE. Not the last contract that she's gonna sign, because she'll sign another one, but she knows that it's probably the last contract she's gonna get from WWE.
Who's your women's Rumble pick?
I'm going to go with it's either Bianca or Liv. I'm gonna go with Bianca.
I think it's Bianca. Liv wins the Chamber.
I can see that. I can see Liv winning because she's been runner-up so many times that she's due. So I can see that. I got Roman winning the Rumble and probably Braun Breaker winning the Chamber.
Yeah, I agree. Wait, no, because I got Braun facing Seth. So it'd probably be Cody in Chicago. Let's go.
Who would? So you really think they're gonna do Punk and Roman now?
Yeah.
Then what's gonna be the WWE title match?
Cody Drew. I don't know how Fatu gets in there. How do you do that? I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
No, this is not what I want, by the way. This is just how I see it lining up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I can't say you're wrong. You're just a prediction, and with how they've been doing things, you could see any of these being a possibility.
Right. Yeah.
Chase saying Liv is the favorite at minus 115, and Bianca sitting at plus 200.
And Bianca needs to stat pad too. Needs to win another Rumble. Join Charlotte.
I can see that. And Davion trying to confirm. So are we done with Becky and Maxine? Please.
No.
Please, we just need to be done. It's 6 matches.
For now.
6?
It's on pause, but we are coming back to it. It's not finished. She has a side quest she must do to earn HP points. Yeah.
Basically, you're telling me this is a best of 7 because they're 3-3 now.
Oh. And Becky's watching, so she's gonna market this. So yeah, best of 7. You better win.
Chase saying when Chicago fans boo Cody because he beats Fatu in the final two of the Chamber Great Event.
Oh, it's gonna be something like that. Maybe Cody cheats. I don't know. You want to do that, and that's how you put Fatu in? I don't know.
Maybe.
Obviously, feels like a triple threat, even though I don't agree with it.
I don't think it feels like a WrestleMania main event matchup. I mean, if that is going to be the WrestleMania WWE title match, it does open the door for the woman to headline one of the nights.
I don't think that works for Cody. But it definitely works for Roman, because Roman's like, oh, we got night 2. Me and you, punkster. Z-Bros, we got night 2.
Hollywood stars. We're the real stars. Cody didn't want to do business, but you will, punk, right? Backstage, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce speaks with AJ Styles, telling him to think strongly about Gunther's challenge. Styles lets him know that he would go talk to his wife about it. He leaves out, and then we see Paul Heyman pulling up on Adam Pearce. Paul Heyman approached Pearce, and Pearce reminded him that Braun Breaker was suspended, so he's actually feeling great tonight. Pearce told Heyman that the Vision better be on their best behavior tonight in their 6-man tag team matchup against Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee. Pearce also told Heyman he would be out there for their 6-man tag, which Heyman was none too pleased about. What have you thought about the whole dynamic between Pearce and Heyman over the last couple of weeks? I've been hearing a lot of rave reviews for Pearce's performance, and I have to say, this is probably the best he's performed as Raw General Manager. I don't always like his character and don't always think that he comes across as well-written authority figure, but his acting and his ability to act irate is really good.
Yeah, I think it's been picking up. I think it's been entertaining. I think he's doing a good job, but I hope it leads to him actually having a match against Braun, because that'd be nice. It would.
At Mania, though, some people will
call
I don't
think
Mania.
It's Mania. No, that's still set spot. But maybe in Chicago? I don't know. Who knows?
That makes sense. He is like a guy that had a lot of his big moments in Chicago, and think he's from the Chicago area.
He refuses to put Braun in the chamber, and Braun loses it. Like, yeah, he can do something like that.
And then Braun's about to murder him post-match, and then you hear, "Burn it down!" Yeah,
it's good. I like all this, because it's making Adam Pearce look sympathetic. Making Braun look like an unhinged maniac. And if it ever leads to Seth's return, forget it.
We got Ace who says, just like Fletcher and Briscoe are 3-3 in their series, I much rather see another Fletcher and Briscoe match than Becky and Maxine 7.
I think everybody would.
We go now to Kathy Kelly. During the ad break, she was with Los Americanos ahead of El Grande's big matchup against Javon Evans. He says that Javon Evans' luck would run out tonight against the greatest luchador of all time. Unfortunately, then the mic went to Los Americanos, and we got some of the worst put on Spanish accents I think I've ever heard. Do never allow Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne to, because this was kind of offensive. If I was Mexican, I would be very offended by how much they put on these Spanish. He's a cabron. He's this. He's that. Oh my God, cabrones. This was so bad.
As a Latino, I was entertained.
You're not Mexican, though.
What? Latino, Hispanic, bro. Very similar brown.
Kathy Kelly told us at the end of the interview that it was time for more action, and she was wrong. There was a video package with CM Punk and Finn Balor documenting their segment last week, Punk's previous defense against Braun Breaker, and how we got to our main event tonight. And then we took over to the Judgment Day Clubhouse. We see Judgment Day minus Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough met backstage. They were excited about the possibility of them all becoming champions. reports. We get Raquel, who said that Stephanie McCare is still not medically cleared, but when she is, she's gonna get her match for the WWE Women's World Championship. Liv goes over all their success over the last couple of weeks and how Raquel's gonna be the Women's World Champion. And then she talks to she says Balor's gonna win the World Heavyweight Championship. And then she says that she thought that she admitted that she didn't really like Roxanne at first. She thought she was manipulative and thought that she was trying to be a snake, but now they were actually friends and they would become the women's tag team champions. She's not just a prodigy, she's my prodigy now. And Roxanne says she plans on making Liv proud and how they would become the tag team champions this Saturday. Balor then said that they were on his island tonight. We're in Balor country. And he was not leaving this island without that World Heavyweight Championship. He would leave without that World Heavyweight Championship.
Damn.
What did you think about the Judgment Day backstage?
I was entertained by Raquel because I think she had something in her teeth that she was eating off segment before. And I think she noticed it while she was speaking or something. I don't know. That was funny. I like Liv and Raquel. I like Liv saying, "You're my little prodigy." It's like, I like that. But it's not, they're not winning Saturday, just so you know. Spoiler alert. Yeah, that's it.
None of these people are winning the titles they referred to.
No. Poor JD and Dom not there to help Finn out.
You know, Dom's busy being the AEW World Champion.
Yeah.
You just got what I said.
Joke. Yeah, what a joke. How do you F that up?
So bad. AI, stop using AI, WWE, please.
And they have that same image, but they corrected it on the website. They got it a little bit more right.
They still got it up on their Twitter page with the wrong with the wrong image. All right, another week, another useless Jey Uso promo. Jey Uso comes out but he did actually say something of worth here. He comes out with no Jimmy Uso, and he says he and Jimmy were still focused on the World Tag Team titles, but he excitedly declared himself for the 2026 Royal Rumble match. He planned on becoming a back-to-back Rumble winner. He told Big Jim and Trin that he loved them, and he issued a warning. He says to the entire locker room, this is a warning shot. Bow. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet.
Did he clear this with Big Jim? Did he clear this play with Big Jim? Is Big Jim in the Rumble too, or did he just take a spot? What's going on here?
Is Big Jim able to travel? That's what I originally thought. Why Big Jim wasn't here the last 2 weeks is because he's getting affected by his DUIs or something. But apparently, it's something to do with Trin by Jay saying that in the promo.
How far along is she? I don't even know.
What, like 5-6 months, depending on when they conceived. I don't know. But she did say in the interview with Stephanie McMahon that she had some complications. Right. So
hey, maybe not put the tag titles on these guys, huh? Maybe. I don't know. Crazy thought. You're crazy, man. Anyway, crowd loved them, and the crowd got their chance to eat.
Yeah. It was funny because the reports, the live reports in the building were saying that anytime he was on the screen, they booed him, but when he came out, they yeeted.
Really? Interesting. I want to hear audio of that, see video of him getting booed. I'd love to see that. A couple of guys that just give him a 2 on cage match. There's a couple of guys that do that.
It's probably those guys in Ireland who do that. King Potate says 4 letters, 4 words, get the fuck out of here. Or get the fuck out.
Sorry, man. You may not like him, but the crowd does. Sorry.
Chuck Berry says Big Jim coming out and declaring himself for the Rumble would have made this segment a bit better.
But in all honesty, do we really need Big Jim in the Rumble? I'm good. I'm good. Jay, okay. Jim, I'm good.
It does make sense after last year for Jay to be in the Rumble. And plus, he did announce his Rumble entry in a similar fashion last year, and he wound up winning that one.
Just don't be like Matt and Jeff Hardy used to always beat each other up in the Rumble. Like, always used to piss me off. Unbelievable. Team up, guys. What are you doing? There's every man for himself. Every man for himself. Shut the hell up.
We go backstage to the New Day. They approach New Day with Grayson Waller approach Adam Pearce backstage. They complain that they flew all the way over on Martin Luther King Day, their favorite holiday.
I laughed.
To challenge the Usos for the tag titles, but instead Jay was out there declaring himself for the Royal Rumble. We're not concerned with the Royal Rumble. We care about this tag team division. Pierce told them that they would be in a four-way match next week on Monday Night Raw to determine the next challengers for the World Tag Team titles. Kingston and Woods were still pissed off that they were still in Ireland on this day, but they basically accepted this. New Day are always funny, even in these small segments.
Yeah, I was entertained. You know what? They should probably be champs if Jimmy can't make dates.
Yeah.
Hey, take care of the personal life. I understand. No, I mean, I'm not even joking around.
Yeah.
You know, something's going on at home. You know, take care of that. You don't gotta be tag team champion right now if you don't need to be.
Yeah, hoping for the best for Big Jim and Trin. Yeah. Hopefully everything's all right with the pregnancy.
For sure.
Then we go to Adam Pearce coming to ringside. He's sitting at ringside for our next matchup, as it's the Visions. Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory with Paul Heyman in their corner, going up against Lucha House Party 2.0, or the Lucha siblings of Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee. Logan got a ton of heat and the most hilarious chant ever, Romeo. Did you hear it?
Yes.
Ban from Japan, ban from Japan, ban from Japan. Logan Paul is banned from Japan.
That's some good trolling. You see what I mean with this crowd? This crowd was on fire, man.
They were awesome.
PLE. That is some good trolling.
They kept that chant up for like at least the first 5 minutes of the matchup. It was awesome.
Yeah. I couldn't tell until I looked on Twitter, but yeah, very well done.
Very well done. Mysterio got a big reaction when he tagged into the matchup. Penta got a nice reaction as well. There was a cool diving spot where all three luchadors hit their tope con helos and acai moonsaults onto the heels. The heels would eventually gain control of this one as the Vision took over during the commercial break when Reed clotheslined Dragon Lee from the apron as Theory distracted the referee. After a break, Dragon avoided a Reed leg drop, but Reed knocked Mysterio and Penta off the apron before he can even attempt the tag. Reed hit a big power slam, but Mysterio and Penta broke up the cover. So Dragon Lee Theory tagged in, and then Dragon Lee gave him a Hurricane Rana and made the hot tag to Mysterio. Mysterio kicked Theory's leg out of his leg before hitting a Hurricane Rana and the 10 corner punches, but Theory blocked a 619. Penta made a blind tag and hit a Penta driver, but Reed broke up the cover. Then we get everyone trading moves. Mysterio tries a sliding dive to the outside on Logan Paul, but Logan Paul showing off his strength. He picks up Ray, then puts him in a press slam and drops him on the barricade. Dragon Lee and Penta took out Logan with a double baseball slide, and then Penta and Dragon knocked Reed out with a pair of super kicks. Then Dragon Lee wiped out Reed with a dive to the outside. In the ring, you had Theory. He hits a package neck breaker for a 2 count on Penta. Heyman went on the apron to distract the referee so Logan Paul could hand Austin Theory the brass knuckles. Pierce came on the apron and yelled at the referee to let him know and show him that Logan Paul had handed Theory the brass knucks. Pierce took them away from Theory when he tried to hide it behind his back from the referee. Heyman got too close to Pierce and put his hands in his face. He's like, "You're not gonna put your hands in my face. Are you putting your hands in my face right now?" He backed up Heyman up the ramp, but he left the brass knuckles on the apron. So all this commotion led to Mysterio grabbing the brass knuckles. He blasts in Theory with it. Logan tried to warn the referee, but that distraction allowed Mysterio to get the job done. We get Penta with a super kick to Logan, and then he follows up with the Mexican Destroyer to Theory for the 1-2-3. I was like, God damn, Theory just got to the group, and he's already the fall guy. Penta, Dragon Lee, and Rey Mysterio.
It did.
They protected him a bit,
yeah.
But you could have had Logan Paul or no, not Bronson Reed, but Logan Paul could have took the cover here. But Penta, Dragon Lee, and Rey Mysterio pick up the victory here. This was a very fun matchup. The crowd was involved in it. All three of the baby faces did a really good job, and I thought the division were great heels throughout this matchup, getting the heat, wearing things down, and I like the story that played out with Adam Pearce and Paul Heyman involved as well. So. Good stuff here. What did you think?
I agree for the most part. Crowd loved themselves some Rey Mysterio. Oh, they were like, "Hey, yeah, you don't get to see this legend in person too many times. Let's give him the respect he deserves." That triple flying over the top rope was cool. The camera angle as well, and yeah, everything you said, like with the story at the end. Adam Pearce pointing things out, being a thorn in the Vision side. Finally, that's a respectable GM figure now getting involved. He's had enough. He's going to be there at ringside to be a thorn in their sides. I like it.
Yeah, this all worked out. Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee, they make for a good team. I wouldn't mind them teaming up with one another or at least working together in the Royal Rumble match, especially if the Vision are going to be involved in the Royal Rumble as well.
Yeah, you can see that being a story as the match goes. Yeah.
This is what we needed. Payback. This is what we needed all this time. I hate the fact that they waited this long to start setting up things for the Royal Rumble, but I like the fact that there are stories at play going into the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, and they'll become more crystal clear as like the Rumble's booked and going on. But yeah.
We shall see. We got Dion who says, when I joked that Hobbs might be added to New Day, I totally forgot Grayson Waller was with them.
I totally forgot too. I'll be honest. I don't know where Hobbs fits. I wish I could make him like somebody's heavy, but I don't know who.
I would say like someone like a Trick Williams might work. Even though Trick is taller. Trick is taller than him. That's the whole reason that Trick and Oba didn't really have a feud. They always tried to put Javon in there because Trick is so tall he made Oba look short.
I think Trick is going just fine the way he is, and you cannot keep him heel for long. You cannot. The crowd is just going to love him too much.
Dude, that reaction he got in London, being in the building, they loved him in London. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Have to turn him face sooner than later. Just deal with it and don't try to fight it.
Yeah. Dion says the Vision losing to these guys just goes to show that Braun is the only one who matters in this group.
Yeah. It's okay, man. It's okay. They use brass knucks. It's okay. The Vision can lose a couple times. It's all right. They don't have to win everything.
We got Davion also saying Austin Theory taking L's like the Sacramento Kings.
No, you could have just said the New York Knicks, really. The Kings are better than us. The way they're playing.
We got a super chat donation once again from our boy Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries. You are carrying the weight and the water of the chat. We appreciate you, good sir. He says, why did the Vision come out to Logan Paul's music and not Big Bronson Reed's music, since he is technically the senior member of the group? This is the hierarchy of the Vision. The hierarchy is Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, Austin Theory. That's why Theory and Bronson Reed have been mostly the tag team of the group as of late.
Come on, Chalk, man. They could share, dude. Come on, man. Like, 1 week it's your music, next week it's his music. Come on, man. You don't have to be one person's music all the time, Switch around.
Maybe it's because Chuck Berry doesn't want to hear humble. Humble.
You know the words? Sing along. You know the words. Humble.
How can I be so cute and so humble? I'm so humble.
That was funny when Logan complained nobody sings along to his theme. It's such a sing along song. That was funny.
It's
that was good trolling.
It's really nice.
He couldn't have been serious. Couldn't have been serious when he said that. That's funny.
Davion saying Ray moving this quick at 51 years old is wild. He's good. He's still really good, even at 51.
He be getting them whatever shots in Latin America, man. Got to be put on.
Shot. Everybody, shot.
Not those kind of shots. Although he will get down with that too. Get him some tequila. He is Mexican.
This is true. This is very true. We did hear from the luchadors later on in the show during the ad break, where Rey Mysterio says that he understands that vision is Paul Heyman's vision, but this right here is Rey Mysterio's vision. These two will be major stars for WWE, so he is proud to announce that all three of them will be in the 2026 Men's Royal Rumble match. Dragon Lee says that he's ready to show everyone that this year he's going to set the WWE on fire, while Penta says that all three of them will show zero mero in this year's Royal Rumble.
It's like a proud pop of Rey Mysterio right here. It really was. It's like those are his sons.
He's more proud of them than Dom.
Yeah. He's trying to make up for being an awful deadbeat dad. He's trying to make up for it later in life.
So we got some names already geared up for this year's Royal Rumble. We got the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, who declared on last Friday's SmackDown. Gunther declared in the opening segment, and then you had Jey Uso in his promo, and then Ray, Dragon Lee, and Penta declaring right here. So we're starting to build. It feels like more like Royal Rumble season. I just hate the fact that WWE waited for 2 weeks away from the event.
Final four: Gunther, Cody, Roman, Braun.
Ooh. I'll say Cody, Roman, Braun, Fatu.
Okay.
I think you get either. I think Brock Lesnar is coming back in the Royal Rumble. Yep. He eliminates Gunther early on.
Oh baby, I know Gunther and Cody got to get some action going on for sure. Every time they're in the Rumble.
Maybe Cody can finally come in early in the Royal Rumble. He always comes in late. He either comes in the middle or the end of the Rumble.
Yeah, it'd be nice to switch things up, because the way they do it is like, all the jobbers early, and then the main event guys at the end,
Yeah.
We'll see how they book this one.
CM Punk is backstage, and he's gearing up for tonight's main event. He has an interview with Jackie Redmond. Punk got a big reaction, even with the little mix of blues. Redmond asks how Punk would deal with facing Finn Balor in his home island of Ireland. Punk said that he would deal with it by being the best in the world. He was playing an away game tonight, but he wanted the game on his stick in overtime. This pressure is what he wanted to prove, that he was the best in the world, not in just the United States. The same pressure that made him the best in the world would be that same pressure that breaks Finn Balor here tonight. I've been enjoying these world champion style promos from Punk. He feels very determined, and he talks about like his matches, like at sporting events. And I dig that from wrestling anytime it's done.
I need him to be angry again. He's too respectful of Finn Balor. There's no hatred there. That's where you get the real CM Punk on the mic. Yeah. He's not gonna have that for now.
Nah,
he liked Finn.
He likes Finn, yeah. He's one of the guys he wanted to face in the Rumble. So I mean, when he first became world champion. So there we go. Dion saying, "Does it feel like we're on the road to WrestleMania now?"
No, still doesn't.
Still doesn't. Sorry.
Not yet.
Then we got another super chat donation from our boy Chillin' with Chase. Thank you so much, Chase, for the support. He says, "I can picture it now. Cody all dramatic this week or next Friday on SmackDown, saying not only will he be in the Rumble, but he will be number one. He only doing it so he could get the Saudi pyro."
Oh,
I can see it.
That would be funny. I'm number one. Wow.
You know what they should do on Friday SmackDown? They should have that the matchup between Cody and Jacob. Add some stakes to it. Have Jacob announce he's in the Rumble, and then Nick Aldis has them both in the office and says that the winner will be number 30 and the loser is number 1. I love those type of matches.
I do too, but I don't think that works for Adam Pearce. Excuse me, SmackDown guys, really? You're gonna get some Raw guys in this too. You know?
Hey, no Raw guy wants to be number 1.
All right, we'll do it for 2 and 29. How about that, guys?
We'll get 29 for it. I like those type of stakes on a matchup. They used to do that like before. I remember the last time was like one of the times I remember it was before the 2001 Royal Rumble that they did like a 4-way and Rikishi won, and that's how he became number 30.
Here's where that works, because sometimes when you're watching the Rumble live, you overhype who the hell number 30 is. You overhype, you overthink, you think it's this big major name, and then someone else comes out and you're like, oh. This eliminates that, where you already know who number 30 is and you don't have to do that to yourself.
Exactly. You're like, once 29 comes out, everybody's like, exactly. Oh, here comes Jericho. Here comes Jericho.
Yeah, you know people are gonna do that to themselves. Oh, it's Jericho. It's like some big returning, like, yeah. And then he's not even clear to like come back yet. You know?
Thank you for the super chat donation, yes. Chase. We definitely appreciate it. We did get, look at this. Just so you know that Triple H is very serious about beating these allegations about not liking black people. We got the return of the Martin Luther King Day tribute, set to Ain't No Better Time by Chris Pierce. We get a nice little vignette documenting the contributions of everything Dr. King represented and what he gave to this country, to the African American and throughout American culture as well. This was nice. It was about damn time, because we're probably going to get no acknowledgement of Black History Month unless Triple H is really taking these allegations seriously.
Yeah, I mean, the New Day didn't travel all this way not to see a damn MLK video package. I mean, come on. You know, the freaking Knicks let down MLK, losing to all those light skins and crackers on the Mavs. Like, so somebody had to do something. So thank you, WWE. Finally, getting back to your roots.
Speaking of which, the New Day is here to celebrate their favorite holiday. They are here during the ad break. They were interviewed in the crowd. Woods noted that AJ Styles was a former tag team champion and wasn't even trying to win his title back. Meanwhile, you had Jimmy Uso, the current champion, wasn't even here tonight. While they are here to celebrate MLK Day, their favorite holiday, and here to represent the tag team division. They then hyped the 4-way for next week, saying that they'll be facing Alpha Academy. Kofi says, beat them. They will be facing the Creed brothers. Kofi says, we beat them. And they'll be facing Los Americanos. And Kofi says, we will beat them. They said, yes, we will, because we will have everyone in next week, and as well as here in Belfast, Ireland, thanking God for the New Day. That 4-way sounds like it sucks. A whole bunch of losers.
I'm okay smiling, though, at that promo.
True story. Then we get the funniest segment of the night. Paul Heyman approaches Adam Pearce, and then a mic drops out of nowhere, and you just hear, hey!
It's Heyman yelling, but the mic is so close to his face, it's loud as hell, and I was scared. It was like a jump scare. It's like, whoa, that's way too loud. The guy dropped a boom mic, bro.
He did. That was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh,
I replayed
Heyman must
like
have had
3 times.
Heyman must have had a field day with that poor worker after the segment was over.
Heyman tells Adam Pearce he was the best GM in Raw history, but he'll be missed when he's gone. Pearce asks if that was a threat, and Heyman said no. He said, but you should take that phone call. Pearce gets his phone call, and he answers it as Heyman advised him to take it, and we would see later in the night what this would result in. I died laughing. This was funny.
I jump scared. It's like, whoa. Way too
loud. Too loud. Way too loud.
And I hope they fixed that in the if you watch it back. I hope they fixed the audio. Nope, they probably left it in there.
We got Jordan in the chat. Good to see you again. He says, you're a good promo, SP3. Oh, thank you, Jordan. He says, you got to do some ring announcing one day. One day, maybe some commentary or ring announcing. I've always wanted to do some commentating, but we'll see what happens down the line.
I could see you doing both of that. I could see you being a manager.
Oh yeah, I would love that.
You'd be a great manager. I'd want to see you get punched all the time. You'd get so much heel heat.
You know what? I was gonna say the same thing to you. You would be the best heel manager.
Oh, you would.
You would be the best heel manager. You got some young Paul Heyman in you. You could be Romeo dangerously.
I like it. Part of the family. Long lost. Yeah. Son.
We got Texture who says, what if Cody is number 1 and Roman is number 2? That will be interesting with the entrance pyros alone. And then they can have as long of an entrance as they want.
They take forever. I was actually watching some old Rumbles and like Triple H took off the entire 2 minutes with his entrance. Oh my God.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah. There's some of these entrances last year were mad long. Where someone remember when they did the 3-way face off with Cena, Cody, and Roman, and then someone's already coming out before they even touch each other.
Punk was there too. Yeah, that was fun though. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. We got Chuck Berries with another super chat donation here. They're coming in hot. Romeo. They're trying to test you. They're trying to get you once a month. Chuck Berry saying, shout out to Brandon Brown for the Inspiration 5. There we go.
They keep adding up.
They're coming in.
$2.
Yeah, those add up. Those add up, yo, man.
2, 4,
they
6,
add up.
8. Eventually we got to 100.
Exactly. He's saying it's not good enough, guys. We also got here another super chat donation from our main man Dion. Thank you so much, Dion, for the support. He says, y'all think Gable returns in the Rumble? Yes. I think he's going to be one of the surprise entrants in the Rumble. You got to time it perfectly where El Grande Americano is like number 13, and then he comes out at number 14, and we do the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, Chad Gable. And if anyone's seen Chad Gable lately, he is ripped. Oh my goodness. What a cycle. He is. This guy.
Yoked.
You're not gonna recognize him if you haven't seen him.
Yoked beyond belief.
Yeah, he did some Pac shit.
Then we got Chuck Berries with another super chat donation saying Romeo Space 6.
Keep him coming.
Then we got Chuck Berries with another super chat donation saying U7. We're 2 away. 2 away. We still got time. 2 away. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the support today. You guys are killing it in the chat. We appreciate you so much. We got Chilling with Chase, who says, laugh my fucking ass off. Romeo and I have been watching old Rumbles almost daily, and we paying attention to what the announcers say when people come out. You guys should be doing this for Patreon. What are y'all doing?
Listen, you ever notice some of these old Rumbles? And it's usually always Michael Cole's the worst. Somebody will come out and they'll make it sound like they're winning the Rumble, and it's just some random jabroni. It's like, what? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. No, shut the hell up. He's not winning at all. He doesn't have a single chance. Oh, it's so funny. If you really pay attention to it, close attention, what they say when someone's coming out, it's like, come on, man. Just be honest with yourself. This guy doesn't have a chance. Be honest. JR was the one who was the most brutally honest. He'd be like, oh, yeah, well, he's here.
I could totally hear JR just not giving any enthusiasm. Oh, this would be magic. Someone needs to book this. Mr. Town says, I need SP3 and Stokely Hathaway in a one-on-one promo. It would be like if you were on 125th and you saw two short niggas having an argument. That's me and Stokely. Two guys from Harlem having an argument in the middle of the ring.
And it just has to be on MLK Day to make the great doctor proud. It has to.
That would be perfect. And we got another super chat donation from the one and only Chuck Berries, who says, do your 9. That is 9. And then finally, number 10, here we are. We got our 10th super chat donation. So Romeo, are you gonna follow through on our goal? Are you gonna be here once a month?
Once for the next month, yeah.
Come on,
not every month. What, you have to make it financially inviting for me to every month. You've made it financially inviting for 1 month, so there you go. So we get them in
for
the February. Whole year. Crazy.
Yes, exactly. Once a month.
If this keeps happening, yes. If this keeps happening, you have me. You've put dinner on my table. Thank you.
Okay, can we get once a month for February and March? And then in February, it will be for April. And then we'll
you do it 2 months at a time. Slow down. I will be here in February. There you go. I will be 100%. One episode.
Thank you so much.
At least. If I'm feeling good, if you guys make my day like this, you guys show that you care about me like this, I might be here all the time. All the time. You guys are like this all the time. You guys are amazing. Way to make me feel loved.
They love you. They really love you. They like when you spend time with us. Chilling with Jay saying, I will give 8 for 8, which, funny enough, was the number of Aaron Rodgers on the Jets.
Leave the memory alone.
Don't change a thing, 'cause I want you here with my memories. I always think about that song. Yeah.
What a banger. Yeah. And then Ric Flair ruined it.
Probably the best retirement ceremony that WWE ever did.
100%. Love it.
Yeah. We got another super chat donation once again from Chuck Berries, who says times 10. There you go. Chuck Berries, you're awesome. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries. Always appreciate you. We also got Dion with a super chat donation. Thank you so much, Dion. Once again, he says, I heard a podcast read the list for 95 Royal Rumble. Man, no star power. That was the doldrums. That's when they had to get people from like Mexico, I think from AAA at that time.
Yeah. So I gotta watch that again to see what commentary says when every guy comes down the aisle. See if they give every guy a chance to win it. I gotta watch that again.
You guys gotta just record it. Just record y'all just watching it. We can put it on Patreon. The Patreon people would love to see you watch the 95 Royal Rumble and just be in amazement at how many non-stars is in that matchup.
Yeah, I hear you.
It was literally only Bulldog and Brett and Bulldog and Michaels in that matchup, really.
Now I gotta look this up.
We got Power Driver finisher. He says he's giving you a 1-year deal, and after that deal, you could decide if SP3 renews your contract.
Whoa. No. Like Chase's comment, I'm like Roman in contract negotiations.
You are. He's like, you got me for next month. That's it. You got me for the Rumble. That's it. Are you gonna do watch parties again, or is that in your past too?
I could do watch parties for events that are very affordable, like WWE's.
How is WWE's affordable? It's $30.
Well, not if you have the cable linked, you know.
Oh, you have cable. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me. This guy's fancy over here. And there you go. Chase is down. He says, Romeo, if you down, I could do one with you whenever. There we go.
Oh my God, some of these names. Steven Dunn. Who the hell is that?
I love Dion already fit it. Yeah, Aldo Montoya is just incredible. Aldo Montoya is just incredible. Yeah.
Mantar. Yeah. Bushwhacker Butch. Mo and Mabel back to back. That's not rigged. Jacob Blue. Jacob Blue?
The Blue Brothers. That was the Harris brothers from WCW fame.
Who is Sion? Jimmy Del Rey. Eli Blue. What the fuck is all this garbage? Oh, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch
Mil Mascaris was in there.
There you go. There's some royalty.
Yeah.
Oh, this is rough. Oh my! I gotta watch it.
That is one to watch. Yeah, Jordan. The 95 is when HBK went coast to coast, and the beginning of both feet must touch the floor.
Legendary.
Yeah, legendary Rumble, and that legendary Rumble for the wrong reasons, but definitely the ending is memorable.
HBK. Duke the Dumpster is actually a fucking positive name, a name I know out of the names I've been mentioning. He actually shines. He's like the golden trash bag among all this.
The golden trash bag of the Rumble.
Yeah. Oh, look who's 29. Fatu.
There we go. Was that the street profit freaking Fatu? I think that's when he had his
like around that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Make a difference?
Yeah, make a difference. That was it.
Sounds like it.
Then we had RHIYO, or WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They are out here to talk about their tag team title match against the Judgment Day this Saturday at Saturday Night's Main Event. Ripley welcomes us to Monday Night RHIYO. Sky said that they would show Morgan and Perez that RHIYO was always on top. And then Rhea Ripley announced that after they retain their titles this Saturday, they would go on as they have both been entered into the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble matchup. This brings out the Judgment Day, Liv and Roxanne. They interrupt. Morgan warned Io that Ripley would turn on her just like she's turned on every single one of her partners before her. Morgan knew this because it happened to her. Ripley would let her selfishness take over, and then Morgan laughed because that wasn't really her problem anyway. Perez announced that all three members of the Judgment Day, the women, would also enter the Royal Rumble matchup, which meant that one of them was headlining WrestleMania. This led to Io being very protective. I do love the physical affection between RHIYO. They're almost like gay lovers. I love it. It's nice.
They're like, it's like a little tone down from Storm and Mina.
Yeah.
Tone down version, PG version.
Yeah, exactly.
They're rated R over there.
Ripley laughed and she wondered how that would work. as since they can't all win it, even though the same could be said about her and Sky, like Liv said, about them not being able to work with each other at the Royal Rumble. But how is it going to work with all three ladies of the Judgment Day in the Royal Rumble themselves? Before Liv could elaborate, Rhea was blindsided by Raquel Rodriguez. The three Judgment Day women then all attacked Io Sky, ending with Raquel delivering the Tejada bomb to Io. Ripley would come back and she would fight back for a bit, but unfortunately the numbers game got the better of her as Liv laid her out with Oblivion to leave the Judgment Day standing tall in the middle of the ring. This sets up, of course, this coming Saturday night's main event from Montreal, Quebec, Canada is going to be RHIYO defending the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships against the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. I'm looking forward to this matchup. This segment, it was fine for what it was, but we get more hype for the Women's Royal Rumble matchup, which I was also looking for on this show, and they did do that, and they would do that with the next segment as well. But before that, what did you think about this one?
Yeah, Rio's super over. The crowd was chanting strong for them. They love it. It's looking good for them. And yeah, just creating more story for, to me, it felt more for the Rumble than the actual match on Saturday. But yeah, the Rumble needs it. The Rumble needs stories. And so we can look forward to all these ladies mixing it up in the Rumble match itself.
Yeah. It felt like when all five of these ladies was in the ring, I was like, I could realistically see at least three of these five ladies winning the Royal Rumble.
Liv, I know. Who else?
Rhea. Io.
See?
Not Rio? Raquel. It's definitely not Raquel.
See? But the Rio thing is so over. Sorry, ladies. You kind of stuck with those tag titles for Mania. Like you're gonna put the tag titles over strong in a nice tag team women's match at WrestleMania. You're gonna miss out on the world title this year. That's fine, and it's okay. You're doing a good job for the tag titles. Do something for that. A nice little spot for you there. It's just working. It's working so good right now. Keep going with it. Why would you get away from that? No, not yet. Yeah. Okay, it's all right. It's all right.
So what do you think?
Back in the world title picture again, very soon.
Because there was the report from Ibu on Self-Made. He said that there was discussions in regards to doing Rhea versus Io at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship, or potentially like them as tag team champions facing each other in the main event of WrestleMania.
No, let's do a women's title match. That's it. Don't need all that extra.
Who would be the matchup though at Mania? I think you should put in all these teams. It should be a 6-way ladder match.
I was saying 4-way, but if you want to add even more, shit.
Charlotte
Alexa will be there.
You got Rio, you got Charlotte Alexa, yes. You got Nia Jackson and Lash Legend, you got Bailey and Lyra, you got Judgment Day can be represented.
Did you say Asuka
and Kabuki Warriors? That's 6.
Yeah. That's it. That's the direction. It's all right.
I can see that.
You'll be back in the title picture. Listen, just goes to show you how unbiased I am. I'm okay with Charlotte Flair not being in the world title picture for WrestleMania. You know how much that bugs me? You know how much that annoys me? But I'm okay because I got to say Rhea and Io are in it too. So, hey, we're not alone.
Yeah. And we got Jordan who says people adore Rhea Ripley. She could be WWE's biggest draw, or at least most popular. I heard from the live report from the arena, she got the second biggest reaction behind Finn Balor of the night.
She's over like crazy.
Yep.
I won't deny that.
Yep. Chilling with Chase saying would be the second time that the tag champs faced off in the main event if it were to happen between Rhea and Io. Yeah, the first time was John Cena and Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 23.
As random as that was. This would make at least a little more sense, but yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of Royal Rumble hype, we go backstage to Bailey, who is talking to herself, upset about losing last week. When she's approached by Lyra Valkyria, Valkyria says that she was having a hard time staying positive lately. She hated losing, but she felt even worse that she was letting her friend down. It seemed like Lyra was purposely trying to be a downer to get Bayley to basically get into hugger mode instead of the role model mode that she was in when she was upset talking to herself. So Bayley got excited. Once she heard Lyra call her a friend, she tried to psych up Lyra. She says that it's a new year. We're on a different path. You got the Royal Rumble coming up next, which meant that one of them could headline WrestleMania. So Lyra's like, oh, really? You would be okay if I won the Royal Rumble? She's like, yeah, of course. And you would be okay if I won the Royal Rumble, right? And Lyra's like, yeah, of course. They hug each other. They were both very excited about the possibility of winning the Royal Rumble, and Bayley told her to give me a tighter hug. I do love that they have created this where Lyra knows what to do to trigger each side of Bayley. They've played into the whole character that they presented, which they kind of dropped, but they have, at least are using it in some type of way. And the field is filling up a lot faster than the men's Rumble, honestly, with the women's Rumble, where now you got Liv, you got Rhea, you got Roxanne, you got Raquel, you got Bayley, Lyra, Io Sky, and of course Asuka would be announced for the Royal Rumble later on in the show as well, and it sounded like Kyrie would also be a part of the Rumble. So good stuff.
And more to come on SmackDown. You'll see more of that. And Bayley is like I've said this before, but I don't think I've said it to you. She's like female Festus. Remember Festus?
Except the bell doesn't trigger her.
Yeah, not the bell. It's just not the bell. Yeah, but yeah, the bell used to trigger him. He turned into a maniac every time the bell rang. When the bell rang again, he'd just be like, whatever. There you go. A big freaking hunchback.
Then we get Javon Evans going up against El Grande Americano. Evans was starting to match up fast. He starts hitting like big drop kick. Then he hits a springboard clothesline ahead of the commercial break. El Grande stalled posing around ringside. He finally got back into the ring, but referee Jessica Carr held him off from going after Evans, who was being checked out by the doctor. Evans wound up outside after the commercial break. He seemed to be favoring his arm and shoulder as the doctor checked on him. And then eventually, when they come back from the break, they call the match off and they declare El Grande the winner because Evans couldn't continue. The doctor and Jessica Carr walked with Evans to the back as El Grande tried to celebrate. There was like a miscommunication where El Grande headbutted Evans by accident up high, seemingly on the shoulder. So that may have been it. Evans continued briefly before the springboard clothesline, which was the last physical spot of the matchup. The matchup overall lasted 6 minutes, but of course it wasn't much of a matchup. It was like the half of the matchup was just them checking on Evans. But we have gotten good news from Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful that Evans is seemingly okay following this matchup, but this was another scary one. But I do appreciate that WWE is taking more precaution when it comes to the health and safety of their performers. This is like the third matchup within like the last 6 months that's been stopped due to someone getting injured or seemingly getting hurt. You know, we had Liv Morgan last June, we had Penta in November, and now Javon here. But hopefully Javon's going to be okay, because I would hate for him to miss the Royal Rumble, where you would figure he would be like a new Kofi Kingston candidate, and especially considering Michael Cole called him Kofi Kingston in this matchup. I'm not letting you pass by, Michael, for that veiled racism right there.
On MLK Day too. Jeez. Not all black people look alike, Cole. Jeez. Come on, man. Yeah, I think he'll be okay for the Rumble. He's still got 2 weeks. So I think he'll be good. You mentioned miscommunication. Hey, I still don't think it was as bad a miscommunication as the one between El Grande and Vikingo on what was that, Saturday?
I saw that was trending. That was trending yesterday. El Grande Americano neck was trending on social media.
That was funny. Tell him to stop. Leave my neck alone. For fuck's sake. And then Vikingo just comes back. Boom! Kick right to the fucking neck. and he just knows all this. Like, this fucking idiot. Cabrones.
Cabrones. It's like, I'm gonna speak so you understand me, motherfucker.
Yeah, check out that clip on social media if you haven't already.
Facts. We got Dion who says, I predict, talking about the Lyra and Bailey segment, saying, I predict this will lead to Lyra heel turn down the line, already taking advantage of her friend's mental instability. That's actually hilarious.
That's some dark shit. I'd be down for that. That's some good cinema right there.
We got Christopher in the chat who says, I love Bailey, but she is not winning the Royal Rumble. I mean, that is clear. Do you think that Bailey, we always got to do, we're going to do this whenever time you're on this show, we're going to do the Bailey watch. Do you think Bailey's going to leave this year from WWE?
No. But I like Crystal Claire being honest with himself because he's the biggest Bailey fan I know. So yeah. I respect that he at least acknowledges she has no damn shot. All right.
Yeah.
I still think Bailey is WWE for life. That depends.
It was also
her. Even if you treat her like mud, she'll find a reason. But it's not too bad right now. It could be better, but she's in a nice little tag team. We'll see.
We shall. We got chilling with Chase laughing his ass off too. Vikingo, and it's funny that I read right before we went live here. PW Insider reported that Vikingo is actually signed to WWE. He's the only Lucha Libre AAA star that's not signed to the holding company that TKO created to basically acquire Lucha Libre AAA. He's the only one under a WWE contract.
So then, I would have said it before, but now it's even more. I expect them in the Rumble then, for sure.
I can see that. I can see him and Omos since they're a part of the Ojo, El Ojo.
I could see Iguana, yeah.
I can see Iguana, yeah. I would say outside the company, Iguana, Vikingo, Omos, and Leon Slater.
Yep. Well, Omos is still WWE, right? So
I mean, he's pretty much Lucha Libre AAA at this point.
Yeah.
He shows up for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, then he's off for the rest of the year from WWE.
Yeah.
So
all right. I'm an Homo sapien.
We go backstage to Finn Balor ahead of tonight's main event. Jackie Redmond interviews him. Balor says that the magnitude of tonight was not lost on him, but perhaps it was lost on Punk. He respected Punk was a fighting champion, but he questioned Punk's judgment. They were on Balor's turf, on his island, in front of his people, and tonight in Belfast, there would be a new Irish World Heavyweight Champion. The crowd would pop big for that final line here, and you could tell the crowd was going to be fully invested in tonight's main event.
Yep, and I knew when Punk's music hit too.
Even though they did not keep to the script with Punk's.
No, they were like a little boo. But shit, I really want to sing to this song. All right. Look in my eyes. That was funny, and I don't blame them. It is you do want to sing to it when you hear it live.
Sure. We get Oba Femi video package, another vignette for Oba Femi, hyping up his eventual arrival on the main roster. It seems clear because it's already been reported that Oba is on the posters in Saudi Arabia for the Royal Rumble. Okay. So where do you think they have him come in the men's Royal Rumble, and how many people does he eliminate?
He'll be in the teens when the ring is filled up nice with a lot of jobbers. Jobbers, quotation marks. I'm not, just guys that aren't going to really win, So, and then he'll throw out 7 of them. One of them will be Omos. He will be the giant threat that takes out Omos.
You're probably right.
And then he'll be in there long enough where the actual big main event guys come in and he's mixing it up with them.
And then
one
Brock
of those
Lesnar
guys
eliminates him.
Yeah, that sounds like a Brock Lesnar guy. Oh, he's like the big meaty guy. It's like,
He's like, oh, big boy.
Big boy. Get out
Oh,
of here.
big boy. He's like, I'm gonna punk you out. All right, cool. Get the fuck out of here.
But
You're too young.
Yeah. But it could be a lot of fun seeing Oba who he mixes it up with. There's a lot of names, you know. It'll be fun to see.
Yep.
Braun
I'm looking
Breaker.
forward to seeing. And where do you think he's gonna be? Monday Night Raw or SmackDown?
Raw.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind SmackDown because I would like to keep him away from Braun Breaker, not on the same brand. And also SmackDown is longer show, so there's more time to kill.
But they're trying to keep him away from Trick Williams.
I think it's more important to keep him away from Braun. But
no, they're trying to. I think they figure they can keep him away from Braun by not putting him directly in the main event and building him up in like the Intercontinental Championship scene or something like that. I think they want to keep him away from Trick Williams because he makes him look short. Trick Williams is ridiculously tall, and Randy Orton is ridiculously tall. So there's two people on that show that would make him look smaller.
I guess I don't trust them to keep Obafemi away from the division for like so long. Like, yeah, they'll grow impatient.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people who think it's gonna be Monday Night Raw for him. What do you think? Where do you think Powerhouse Hobbs is gonna go now that he's signed with WWE? That was reported yesterday by Fightful Select.
I'd send him to NXT first. I really would. I would. Spend some time there. They could use it. They could 100% use it. I'm not impressed by the talent pool right now in NXT at all. So
yeah, he's a guy that you put on NXT, he instantly would become the NXT champion if I had the pen.
And mixing it up again with Ricky Saints, like why not?
Yeah.
But if I have to choose Raw or SmackDown, whichever one Obafemi's not on.
Exactly. That's another person we got to keep Oba away from.
I guess Trick would make Hobbs look small too.
Yeah,
I think Hobbs is shorter.
Yeah, he is. He's only like 6'1", 6'2". Yeah. Trick is a legit 6'4", maybe 6'5". Tesher saying whoever eliminates Brock Lesnar will probably set up a WrestleMania matchup. So if you want to elevate Obafemi more, him eliminating Brock would be a perfect build-up if WWE decides to go that route. See that?
I don't think that works for Brock Lesnar.
Doesn't work for Brock. He's like, I'm not interested in building anybody for a wrestler. I'd rather face Gunther. At least y'all already did the work here.
Yeah, I don't even think he wants Gunther, but I'd want to see it.
Same. Power Drive Finisher saying Hobbs to NXT. If I'm being honest, yes, he's main roster ready, but that entails they have something for him to do on the main roster. Yeah, I can see him doing a short stint in NXT. He goes to NXT, maybe wins the NXT championship quickly by like stand and deliver, holds the title until the summer, drops the title, and then he's on the main roster before the end of the year.
And guys, don't be weird about whatever his new name is going to be, because it is going to be a new name. I guarantee.
Yeah,
guarantee.
They just got to keep Hobbs. They just got to keep Hobbs.
Any part of the name. He might not. It might be completely something you're not even thinking. Let me see what his real name is, just to get an idea.
I think it's like William Hobson.
Powerhouse. Because get ready, folks. It's going to be a new name. I don't think it's going to keep. It'd be nice if he kept Hobbs somewhere, but don't count on it. Yeah, his name's William Hobson. No middle name that we can look towards. But yeah, I don't know. Just
give him Hobbs. Hobbs. It just goes hard. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? Then we have
Powerhouse at least. I don't know.
I mean, so you can do a CF a freaking Def Rebel version of Powerhouse, and then it goes boom 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 boom.
I have his name. You heard it here first. This is a spoiler alert. If you don't want to know his name, I have his name. Will Powers. That's his name.
Isn't that somebody else's name?
I don't know.
Will Powers.
Yep, that's his name. You heard it here first, folks.
Hobbs Shaw. God, Jordan says Howard Powers.
Powerhouse Walter. Wow.
We got I could see them see them calling him Jess Hobson. PH Hobson. Like you said, kind of like Batista and Wardlow.
Yeah. Get ready for some. You guys are thinking right along the right ideas. Yeah. Get ready.
Yeah. Jay saying Def Rebel at least did a good job with Kit Wilson's theme. They only do good jobs if they get direct instructions from the performer. Because that's what happened with Kit Wilson. Yeah, that's good on Kit to give them direct instruction. Same thing with Trick Williams, what he explained in the Chris Van Vliet interview, that he was the one that went to them and said, I want a song that sounds like this. Those always work for Def Rebel. They need direct instructions. We can't give them credit for anything.
100%.
Then we go backstage. We got Adam Pearce meeting up with the Vision. He approaches the Vision backstage. Pearce told Heyman he wanted Breakker on Raw next week. Heyman figured that he was lifting the suspension, but Pearce said that he wanted to speak to Breakker face to face. Heyman said that he would be doing the same thing if he got that same phone call Pearce got earlier. Pearce says that it got nothing to do with the call. He just wanted to talk to Breakker man to man. Heyman was dismissive and told Pearce to be on his best behavior next week. And the Vision left out. You had Austin Theory giving bad looks to Pearce as he went off. And then AJ Styles approached. Styles told Pearce that he talked to his wife and she told him exactly what he was thinking. Kick Gunther's ass. He accepted Gunther's challenge. Pearce made it official. AJ Styles versus Gunther at the Royal Rumble with Styles' career on the line. So it is official. It's going down at the Royal Rumble. It is AJ Styles versus Gunther with Styles' career on the line. Like I said, I think, like you said earlier, Romeo, I think you were right on the money that they could have done more to kind of build this up and made this like a show-long narrative where we saw more segments from him instead of just him interacting with Pearce throughout the night. They could have like milked this a little bit better, but I do think that this was one of the better parts of last night's show.
100%. If Wendy and the family, his boys, if they're not in the crowd, if they don't make the trip to Saudi Arabia, I think he's winning. Because I'd want it to be where they are in the crowd and you're cutting to them and they're emotional, they're acting, whatever. That'd be fun drama for the match. And Gunther's taunting them. Oh, it'd be great. But I don't know if they're making the trip to Saudi Arabia. But if they do, then I'm convinced he's losing. If they do.
Goku with a good one. Big Willie Hobbs.
Big Willie style. Yeah.
He comes out to a Def Rebel version of na 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 na. Getting jiggy with it.
Yeah.
Man.
I like it.
We go backstage to an angry Asuka who confronts Kairi Sane after their loss last week in the locker room. Asuka said that Kairi embarrassed her last week. Sane lost their titles and then lost last week. This hurt her. It hurt her so much. It hurt her almost as much as Io Sky turning on her. Sane apologized and promised to ensure that Asuka would win the Royal Rumble. Kairi would do anything for Asuka. Asuka called her a good girl, and she told her in the nicest voice possible, "Don't make me yell at you again."
Oh my, gaslighter of the year.
So that was good. Great. That was so good.
Yeah, you want to talk about the comment earlier of like what Lyra could do? Asuka's already doing it. Asuka's just mastered it. She's mastered it. And Kairi plays it so good. Oh, they got something here. They got something here for whenever you want to turn Kairi against her face. Keep building this. This is so good.
Yeah, when Kyrie finally gets enough and she turns on Asuka, I can see it getting a big pop.
Asuka's doing so good. This is great stuff by Asuka.
Yeah. All right, finally, it was the main event time. World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk, who gets a big reaction. The fans are singing his song. They cut to break as he made his full entrance. Once in the ring, Punk starts smiling while telling a fan to get in the ring and he'll put him to sleep just like he will Finn Balor. He told the fan he would kick him in the teeth and put him to sleep too.
And you could hear all of it, and the announcers are just like, they just ignored it. Like, we're not going to touch that.
We're not going there. And then the lights cut out when we come back from break. We get the big long pause, like the big main event entrance style. And then we get the roof blowing off this arena as Balor even looks in the camera. He's like, I don't even hear the music, so he couldn't even hit the hand cues for the entrance because this shit funny. they went insane for Finn Balor coming out to his OG theme, Catch Your Breath. And this is the importance of an entrance theme. An entrance theme makes all the world of difference. How many months have we been seeing? How many years now? It's been a couple of years that we've had Finn Balor with that Judgment Day slowed down entrance that doesn't get much of a pop, or even worse, the new Judgment Day theme that doesn't get any pop anytime they come out. You see the difference when he comes out to this theme?
Yeah, it was one of the NXT shows that they did where he came out to the whole theme. I forgot which one it was. But yeah, not on the main roster for a while. It's just, awesome. It's just such a difference, man. It's like for one night only, Finn Balor got his aura back. His aura.
Absolutely.
He's so much fun like this. We need to go back to this because it can't
for sure.
We have, or at least be on the road to going back to this. Like, come on.
Yeah. We get the intros, and like I said, Punk got cheered during his entrance and the fans singing along, but he definitely got booed during the intros while Balor got a big reaction. This had the big match feel, despite the fact that Balor has not won a televised singles match since September.
Well, for one night, we chose to believe.
They wrestled back and forth. Very technical start to the matchup. We get dueling chants at first, but much louder for Balor in comparison to Punk. We get Punk would eventually speed things up a bit. He nails a big tope suicida and knocks Balor over the announce table. Punk then posed on the announce table to a chorus of boos. Once he heard that, it really felt like he flipped the switch and he started working more as the heel of the matchup. We get Balor avoided a countout, but Punk took control. Punk hit a lifting knee strike and then the bulldog after the commercial break to get a near fall. Balor fought back. They started trading strikes until Balor hits a Pele kick. Balor continued in the corner with some chops and some shots to the midsection. He hits a headlock elbow drop for 2. Then Balor set up for the coup de grace, but Punk was able to meet him up top. He hits a big superplex, and then before Punk could make the cover, Balor caught him with the small package and gets a 2 count. Then Punk fired back with the lariat. Balor dumped Punk from the ring and he hits a big flip dive to the outside. He then comes in the ring. He hits the shotgun drop kicks. He then but then Punk dodges the coup de grace. The crowd booed as Punk hits the go to sleep, but Balor kicks out at 2.9 and this crowd went crazy. Punk then hits a few elbow drops. He then applies the Anaconda Vice, but Balor's able to get the rope break. That got a big pop. Balor fights out of the GTS and he hits a sling blade. He then follows up with 2 back-to-back shotgun drop kicks. He then finally gets to the top rope and he's able to hit the coup de grace, but Punk this time kicks out at 2.9. We get Punk going for the GTS, but Balor counters into a roll-up for a 2 count, but then Balor went after Punk again. Punk was able to get a single leg takedown. He then rolls through. He does the old school John Cena, lift him up to your shoulders, and then he hits a second GTS for the 1, 2, 3 to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. excellent match. In my eyes, I think this was the best WWE match so far this year. It just had a great atmosphere, great environment. For all the people that were praising the Braun Breaker matchup from a few weeks ago, this is actually what they meant. This is the matchup that they were trying to compliment. This was Punk using the environment, using the nature of the matchup, playing more of the heel, slowing things down, building up to the comeback by Finn Balor. Finn Balor played an amazing babyface in this matchup and made these fans actually believe he can get the job done. When he hits the coup de grace, you can hear the air come out the building when Punk kicks out of that. And then the show of respect afterwards was just so great. This was just two pros going out there having an epic world title match in front of a molten hot crowd. This was everything that we could have imagined. Both men, you get Punk helping Balor to his feet. They share a few words before Punk raises Balor's hand, and it really felt like Balor was restored. I'm talking like coming out of this, I'm like, you have to do Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. He needs to win the Intercontinental Championship. He needs to be a babyface. He needs to get away from the Judgment Day, and Balor could be a babyface that you make like a fringe main eventer and maybe even a future world champion if you really believe in him. But at least he needs to win the Intercontinental Championship, kind of put a bow on this whole story with the Judgment Day and him and Dom. After this matchup, this performance, that's as much as Balor at least deserves, because this was a tremendous match between two of the best in WWE today. And CM Punk, for all the noise that I given him, and I still don't like a lot of his promo work. I agree with you what you said earlier. I want more angry Punk than the PG Punk that we get. It feels great to be alive on a Monday night in Belfast and all that nonsense. I hate that. But when the bell rings, he's in my opinion, he's top 5 in the ring right now in WWE.
He's a technician. He's doing really good at it. Yeah. No, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this, man. This is fun. Really good chemistry for like some guys that haven't had a singles match like that before. A lot of fun, and it was fun to. It felt like going back in time, like the old Finn Balor. The aura, everything about him, the crowd behind him. You knew he wasn't winning, but they chose to believe, and that just added to the stakes and made it more exciting, made it more fun. And yeah, I agree with you, man. Like coming out of this, Dom needs to be on Raw next week. He has to be. All right, that's enough of Mexico. All right, come back to where you work. And he needs to, like, in his very own dirty Dom kind of way, do a slight dig at Finn Balor. Like, yeah, for one night you look like your old self, but you couldn't get the job done. You're not a champion like I am. Look at me. And in his own way, not the way I said it. In his own way, where it's slight, and Finn can tell, because Finn is always self-conscious about this shit, always. And then let that bother him. Let it needle him. And then in the Rumble, which is a couple days later, Finn just tries to eliminate Dom, or he does eliminate him, or something, or the other way around. Whatever you want to do, something where, they eliminate each other in some way, some form or fashion. And that's a WrestleMania match. Do it.
Yeah,
do it.
And it's 1 year in the making, in the same building. 1 year later in Las Vegas, Dom and Finn for the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, we did get kind of a hint about that from Worked Wrestling, who rarely even posts on social media anymore, but they posted after the show a picture of Dom and Finn with the Intercontinental title involved. So hopefully they heard something that this is going to lead to that.
And I saw the exclusive Finn on the mic after the show. I don't know if you saw that, did you?
Yeah.
So he was just, talking to the crowd, thanking the crowd, and they gave him a great chant, one of the coolest chants ever. Like, there's only one Finn Balor, and whatever he was about to say, like, he cut it short because I could see him getting emotional from it, and he just cut it short. And he left, and it's like, that was so cool, so cool. We need this Finn Balor back. We need it, because if we just go back to the like this never happened, like it was all a dream, once a year. No, take advantage of this, because we're not from Ireland, but we were watching at home and we were invested too. We loved it too.
Exactly. And yeah, Alexa Bliss Gamer letting us know it was the NXT Homecoming show from last year.
Yeah.
that he came out with the old school music. We got Dion who says last time he used this theme on the main roster was WrestleMania 39. God damn.
Oh, remind me of that effing garbage.
Oh man. Yeah,
Why
when he
did people
bleeds.
lose?
That was the last time we saw the demon too.
Why did Edge need to win that? Why? Yeah, and that's another thing. Once you do this, if you commit yourself to this, we need to get the demon back. But that has to be if you're gonna take him serious. Don't bring the demon back just to effing lose. You know?
You got to bring the demon back, and he's gonna win the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes, sure, 100%.
Yeah,
do it.
And I go saying, see, Finn is not a bum. He just needs a proper push. Laughing, crying emoji. Hopefully we get it. I hope so. A bunch of people. I love people tagging Josh in the chat. Like, oh, he said, Josh saying he still is. This doesn't remove him from the TDJ Bum 15. We got that coming up at the end of the month. Josh's top 15 bums in pro wrestling.
No, yeah, they have to follow through because Josh is right. They have to follow through. You can't just one night, oh, here he is, and then take it away.
Yeah, it's true. It's definitely true.
He's still a bum until you prove it otherwise consistently.
Yeah. And Goku saying, well, whoever won or lost, both Punk and Balor looked better afterwards. Yeah, this was one where Balor didn't lose anything despite taking the loss here. This was one of his best performances in, like, I would say over a year.
100%.
We got Josh is still on his shit saying, stop. A one night doesn't erase how much they made him to be a bum.
Yeah.
Dion saying, I could think of at least 30 wrestlers who are more bums than Finn. And Josh says, then make your own list.
You gotta make your list time. Bring it to True Heel Heat this Saturday or whenever Josh is doing it.
Yeah, a week from Saturday. Chilling with Chase saying Carlos Silva better be in the top 3. I mean, that is a good show.
I'm sure he will be on his list.
He should be in the bum 15. All right, guys. We've come to the end of this edition of Rated Raw Review, so y'all know the deal. Y'all know what to do. Final call for Super Chat donations, but most of all, let us know what you thought about last night's Monday Night Raw. Did you give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle? Who was your MVP, your LVP, your match of the night, and your moment of the night? And out of 10, what did you give last night's show from Belfast, Northern Ireland? For me and Romeo for the January 19th, 2026 edition of WWE, WWE Monday Night Raw in 3, 2, 1. Out of 10, Romeo, what did you give the show?
I give it a 7.5. Enjoyed the show. You know, some things could have been better. You know, Maxine, of course. Javon not getting hurt. But, you know, I enjoyed it. Thumbs up.
I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10. All right. Like I said, I thought this was the first very good episode of Monday Night Raw. Like, I thought they lowered the bar significantly on January 5th. So last week's Raw was an upgrade at a 7 out of 10. This one felt like one score up, at least an 8 out of 10 for me.
All right.
We got a couple of notes in the chat. We got, Power Driver Finisher did not like this episode. He gives it a 4.5 out of 10. We got thumbs up, 7 out of 10 from Chuck Berries. We got Sajo who gives it a thumbs up. We got Chilling with Chase who gives it a thumbs up. Chilling with Chase gives it a 7 out of 10. We got a thumbs up from Goku. We got Jordan gives a thumbs up. Main event, very satisfying. And match of the night for Chuck Berry's the main event. I mean, very easily match of the night. Balor and Punk for me.
100%. Agreed.
Who was your MVP for the show?
Even in defeat, just the restoration of Finn Balor. This is the shining. Even in defeat, he proved something. That he still has it in him. It's still there. The company just has to put in effort. He's my MVP in defeat. Honorable mention to Gunther, who did a great job on the mic goading AJ Styles.
And Goku, it was Monday Night Raw because it was nighttime in Belfast, Ireland, and it was nighttime when I watched it at 8 p.m. here in the UK. So it's still Monday Night Raw. Just because you can't just deal with what time you watched it. It's what time it actually happened in the place that they were at. And then you got I agree. I agree with you. It's got to be Balor. It's got to be Balor. This was his best performance in over a year. He got that big reaction from the Belfast crowd and put on, in my eyes, the best WWE match of the year so far. Do you think it was the best WWE match so far this year?
Yes. Balor Country. And I was debating who to put on the thumbnail. I only put AJ and Gunther because that's such high stakes that is now on AJ Styles. But Finn Balor is very deserving of being on the thumbnail as well.
No, this was the Styles putting his career on the line is the biggest news note. I think that, we're giving MVP to Balor and Punk or Balor because of what this night meant for him and where he's been at over the last couple of years in WWE. The moment of the night, I will give it to the opening segment.
Fair. But I'll give it to Balor's entrance.
That was my second choice.
Aura was back.
Yeah. That was probably the moment that I popped for the most last night.
Oh yeah, I did the whole thing with him. I stood up and I did the whole thing with him.
we did MVP for the show, LVP for the show, Romeo.
I'm gonna go Maxine. Who you got?
That's a good one. Yeah.
I could go with the boom mic guy too. Holding the mic and then dropping it right on Paul Heyman's face and scaring the shit out of me. Could go with him too.
The boom mic guy or Austin Theory. Austin Theory. I'll go with Austin Theory for taking his first loss with the Vision. Like there was other options to lose that matchup outside of Theory. So I'll go with Theory. And that brings us to a close on another Rated Raw review. Thank you so much, guys, in the chat. You guys have been awesome as always and appreciate all the super chat donations, which guarantees at least 1 month that we will see Romeo once again. And it was always have fun talking to you, Romeo. I've told you outside, pull back the curtain a bit, that a lot of people have been requesting that we do some more podcasts together. So I had a lot of fun with our first one of 2026. Let the people know what they can follow you on social media and when they might see you again.
Likewise to you, SP3. Thank you to the chat for all the super chats. I definitely stayed an hour longer than I wanted to, but the super chats, I will stay as long as you want for these super chats. Believe me, I can be bought. My time can be bought. Thank you, Romeo Thomas on all social media. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, you guys have been awesome today. I appreciate all the love. If you haven't already, drop the thumbs up, share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Pretty much 7 days a week, we got something dropping, whether it's a short, whether it's a live stream, whether it's one of our THH cuts or clips. We always got something for the channel for you to enjoy. If not here, we also got True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment, where you can check out our Power Book Force series finale review with me and Chrissy Love from yesterday. Plus, we had Graps Knowledge joining us as a special guest. If you haven't already, check out all the great content we got on the channel right now, like True Hill Heat 364 from this past Saturday with myself, the True Draw Josh, and John Escudero of Dirt Sheet Radio. We check out the TNA Genesis 2026 review with myself and Chris G. It'll go over to patreon.com/True Hill Heat. $3 a month gets you exclusive content. Plus, we got something new for you to enjoy. We'll have up this week our AAA Lucha Libre Worldwide review, reviewing the first show on Fox Latin America from AAA, featuring the return of Santos Escobar. That's going to be on the Patreon page later this week, so go over and check that out. We also got a post where you can request anything else you want to see content-wise from us at Patreon as well. And we got some new stuff going on over there. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at True Hill SP3. You can follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at True Hill Heat. I will be back with you live on Thursday, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time with Jimmy Macaram reviewing this week's AEW Dynamite with Kenny Omega versus Josh Alexander. Tomorrow we got THH cuts, 2 of them dropping for you, and we got some more shorts for you to enjoy as well. For Romeo, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. This has been Rated Raw Review number 103, Career on the Line, for the January 19, 2026 edition of Monday Night Raw. We are signing off until next time.
Later.